Okay, let's look at problem 1 in chapter 3 under study problems. Actually, let me bring up the question. So this figure shows the market for mandarin oranges. So this is for the supply and demand for the month of November. It asks us to assume that in December, the supply increases by 350 while the demand increases by 100. We're to draw the new demand and supply curve and then determine the new equilibrium price and quantity. Let's go back to the solution. So just for example, this is D1, our original demand curve. So the demand increases by 100. So you're better off finding somewhere on this line, find a few points where it exactly crosses the line, like here, here, here. That way you can kind of see exactly where it is. So for here, you'd go over 100. So 200 to 300, 2 squares. So move over 2. So I'd put like a dot here. I'd go down to another spot where it crosses the line perfectly and go over 2 squares. So you do that in a couple places. You get a few dots on this line, and then you can use a ruler and draw in your new line. And then supply increases by 350. So the same thing. Just find a spot where it kind of hits the corner right here perfectly. So 350 is 1, 2, 3, 3.5 squares. So you're going to move it to the right, 1, 2, 3, and about half. And again, another spot right here, 1, 2, 3.5. It crosses the line right here perfectly at that intersection. So 1, 2, 3.5. So you do that for 3 or 4 points so that you get some new points for the new line, and then use a ruler and connect the new points to get your new line. So if supply increases or demand increases, then you're moving it here. You're going to move it to the right, and you just have to determine how many squares you need to move the line by to create your new line. Then the new equilibrium price, so the old one was S1 and D1 right here. The new one is going to be D2 and S2, so right here, so 150 and 450.